Hi there, this is Carrie from Stamp with CT. Happy Wednesday and happy October. It is October 1st, y'all. And I know fall started last week, but to me, October is like real fall. The weather is not real fall yet, but it will get there. Here in Texas, we have fall, we have fake fall, we have second fall, third fall. That's just how that works. Sorry, I needed to adjust just a little bit. It's super hard to tell until you actually, until you actually go live, where all the boundaries are that the camera is picking up. So that's why I have to adjust sometimes. So this is Carrie. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator from Texas. Want to welcome you in, whether you are watching the replay or if you're able to catch this live. Glad you're here. Usually do have a couple people that are able to, do you want to pull it up on there? To join us live. It looks like somebody's hopping on, so I hope you'll say hello. You'll just have to turn the volume down on the, you know how to do that?
I think so.
So I have Dale with me in the craft room today. Crafty husband is home, and he's working from home this afternoon because of some water issues at the plant. So that's a bonus.
Yes, it is.
To have Dale with us.
Oh, I don't know about that.
It is. You know how to do it?
I'm having trouble with it's giving me the hourglass. I don't know what's going on.
Well, we just won't do that then. I just thought we could watch comments since, unless you want to grab your phone and do it that way. Might be easier. Always takes just a minute for some people to be able to hop on. I will tell you that today I worked at the clinic this morning and then had a lunch date with LaDonna, and I completely forgot to post a reminder that I would be going live today, so hopefully y'all knew that we were, or that I was, and we're glad you're here.
Debbie says hi.
Hi, Debbie. Looks like we have, that may be you
Yeah.
that's with us. So we are going to make a couple of projects today. I've got some super exciting news from the Stampin' Up! World to share with you. And I'm so glad, this little bonus to have Dale with me today.
Becca says hi.
Hi, Becca.
Hi.
We've always got our regulars. I'm so grateful for y'all and grateful for those that watch the replay as well. We have a lot of people that watch replay, which is awesome, because a lot of people are still at work. But this just is a good time that works out for us on Wednesdays. It's the 1st of October. Did you know that? I've been telling everybody at work today, happy October. It's October.
It's
I love
because it's your
October.
birthday.
I know that's what they said. It's because it's my birthday month. But I don't know. I just like October. It feels like real fall. I know. That's silly. Okay. Since it's October, let's make some Christmas cards, right? That's like our specialty these days. We are getting so awesome at making Christmas cards, right?
Absolutely.
And that's because we have a service project that we're working on making at least a couple thousand Christmas cards. I have calls in to see when we'll know how many we need. But our team and some customers did this last year. We provided cards for Salvation Army to include in the holiday boxes for the kiddos, and then also for Meals on Wheels. And we want everybody to get a handmade card that possibly can, which is so amazing. We do have Santa's Workshop here at the house this coming Saturday. It starts at 10 o'clock, and I think we're going till about 2:30. And then Stampin' Up! Is doing a World Card Making Day event. So we have Santa's Workshop for World Card Making Day. And then also Stampin' Up! Is doing an event. It's going to be a great day of crafting. And we're just going to be working on Christmas cards. Really whatever people want to. So there is room for you if you would like to come. We'll just move in closer and we'll add more people, won't we?
Absolutely.
It'll be fun. And then some of the cards can be donated, or if you need to work on your own personal cards, that's fine too. Okay, let's jump in.
Let's go.
I have got right now my absolute favorite suite that's available from Stampin' Up. It is called Modern Christmas. I absolutely love this paper. It's just really kind of my Aesthetic. Is that a good word?
That's a good word.
It's a good word. It just really makes my heart happy. This cute little stamp set called Ornamental Christmas. And then it has some lovely dies that coordinate with it, with the line images, but then also a nice circle, this ornament, some other little, oh, the star is lovely. We have created a card with that star as well, cut from gold foil paper. It was phenomenal. So other little pieces, bits and pieces. And so we're going to create a couple of cards today with a fun layout that is a good one to have in your crafting ideas. Yes, arsenal. Arsenal. That sounds like such a harsh word. Crafting ideas. Arsenal. Okay. Let's take a look at the Modern Christmas Designer Series paper. I know I've shown it to you before, but it is so cute. The Fa La La is adorable.
Well, Donna says she's watching it. Hello.
Hey, LB. We had the best lunch. It was so nice to go for BFF lunch. And it was a good Whataburger, too. And then we've got some other patterns here. All super pretty. I love the black and white. Black and white and a pop of color. We've talked about that before. And then this side has gold foiling. Isn't it phenomenal?
It is amazing.
It's really pretty. I like this one, but right now, this is my favorite piece. It's just so pretty. So this is what we're going to be creating with. Now, part of the suite, there's also some gold hoops that you can do really cool ornaments and things with. Yeah, if you'll just set that right there, that'd be great. I don't have the gold hoops, but I do have the black, white, and gold baker's twine. So it's kind of the black and white twine with the gold mixed in with it. So pretty. And I've used already at least a bolt of the black between our launch party, and I haven't been giving the white and gold baker's twine as much love. So today we're going to use the white and gold. Alrighty, let's get all of our supplies out. So we're going to start with a basic black card base that is 11 by 4 1/4, and it's scored at 5 1/2. Go ahead and burnish that guy pretty good. And I've got an inside panel, but before we glue that down, is this the one I want to stamp with? It is, isn't it?
No, it's...
No? Okay. No. Yeah, you're right. We'll glue this down. I'm not going to stamp anything on this one.
You took the liberty to use the magic of video to pre-stamp, huh?
Yes, I did. Sometimes when you're designing, you need to stamp and see how it's going to work. So, yes, magic of video. But we will still do one little bit of stamping. All right. Let that sit for just a second and dry. And then the next layer is going to be 5 1/4 by 4. And I'm choosing to use some Designer Series paper. Be sure to keep an eye on the layout, because that's what I'm really excited to share with you today, because it's a super simple but versatile layout. You can use a piece of cardstock. You could emboss the cardstock. You can not emboss it. You can use DSP, whatever you want to do. So we're going to go ahead and add this layer on. Man, that hurts to put glue on that shiny paper, doesn't it?
Oh, yeah.
But we're doing it.
Because shiny is our favorite color.
It is. But this pattern is really cute as well. It would really work, I think, either way. Either side of the paper. Let's see if I can get that. Oops. Dale's always way better at seeing that than I am. I think that looks pretty good, no?
That's good.
I will tell you, as soon as I turn the camera off is when I can see all the little oopsies. I'll hand it off to him for just a second and let him make sure it's straight, since we have that luxury today. And then I went ahead and cut a piece that is 5 1/4 by 2 inches of the Fa La La paper. But again, you could utilize both sides, either side. guess either side would be a better term. And we're just going to put it over here towards the side on this other layer. So this is kind of the base of our card here, our design. And I don't know, what, half an inch from the side?
Does it matter whether it's a fat strip or a skinny strip?
What do you mean?
The parts that you're putting on right now, the DSP you're putting on.
I just like to cut it at 2 inches. I don't know, you could probably use a skinnier strip if you want to. You could play around with that. But you just need a strip down that side. And then I use a 3x3 piece of either designer series paper or cardstock that I have stamped on that's going to be our focal image. So when I was taking a look at this, when you kind of line everything up, it kind of comes over to this side of the DSP. You can certainly zhuzh it a little bit if you want to, depending on where you put it. And I really love this piece that has the trees that features the black and gold and white. I think that's just so pretty with the little stars and everything. But as I put it on there, I felt like it needed a little bit of a mat. So I cut a 3 1/8 by 3 1/8 inch mat to put under it. You want to do that, Dee?
Sure.
So that it would, you'll see the difference when we put that on there. That tiny little border gives a little bit of a break between those white cardstock or white DSPs, and it really makes that pop.
It's a little old border.
I know. I did 3 1/8, 3 by 3 for the DSP, and 3 1/8 by 3 1/8. And then from here, if you want to pop it up, you can, but you don't have to. You can just glue it down, which is, I think, what I'm going to do with this layer for this card. But you can see you've got versatility with this, because you can do different things, whatever you want. And then I think I'm actually going to let just a tiny little bit of that strip show. What? I know you want to get in there and what?
I just want to juice it a little bit,
more?
Okay. There. And then I'm going to leave it alone.
Leave it alone. So just a tiny bit of that strip shows. But if that bothers you, if you want to even it up better, you can. I actually kind of take my finger and just see where I'm at. That's a great measuring tool, isn't it?
Oh, yeah.
And then I took the Stylish Shapes dies and cut just a little scrap of the designer series paper with one of the circles. And I stamped the Be Joyful. I love that little sentiment. We'll add this onto this DSP circle. Oop, and get a little glue on my thumb.
It's best when you get some glue on you.
It really is. Glue or ink, that's when you know you're crafting, right?
Yep.
Let me let that dry for just a second. I'll add a couple dimensionals. And I'm thinking I'm going to put that up there. What do you think, Dee?
I like it. That'd be good.
I wish I had known we'd be able to watch comments, because I would have maybe done something a little bit different and let them vote. But I didn't know. Use our take your pick to get those backings off.
My phone seems to be frozen up again.
Oh, does it?
Yeah. Why does my Facebook just not work right?
I think we need to maybe update it. I don't think you're necessarily running on all cylinders. Is that on the latest and greatest? Okay. What do y'all think? I'm not even going to put any embellishments because we've got all the shiny from the gold. What do you think? Get that little dimensional back out of the way. It's pretty, isn't it?
It is very pretty.
Okay, now we're going to do a little bit of a variation for our second project. Uh-oh, what is that? Oh, just a random leaf laying around on my table. Goodness. You never know. Never know about this craft room. Get back over there. All right, so we're going to start with that same base. 11 by 4 1/4, scored at 5 1/2. I guess I'm just so excited that it's October. I feel a little bit silly today.
Okay.
Like that's something new, right?
All right. It positively is.
This Merry Christmas sentiment is so pretty. And I really like it. And I really like putting it down in the bottom.
Okay.
Is that crazy?
No.
You could certainly have it all evened up there. And they'll put the label on it for me. Little stamp down here. I told him I'm going to miss red rubber stamps. Did pretty good.
Beautiful.
Isn't that a pretty font?
Yes, it is.
I love it. So just a little Merry Christmas that we'll put in the corner. Let's glue this on the inside. And then, of course, you're going to recognize that we're going to have that same 5 1/4 by 4 inch piece of Designer Series paper to be our layer. Not the same paper, but the same measurement. Let that dry. And this time, I went with this pattern. Isn't that cute?
Nice.
I like this.
Little tiny bit of gold.
Yes. Which again, that other side would work too. It's really cute, but this is really pretty. Glue that on the front. That look pretty good to you?
That looks real good to me.
Good? Okay, so let's give it a little rub down, and this time I pulled in this piece of Designer Series paper. And at first I was going to go with the striped side because I really do love this pattern. But then I came up with a different idea. I am going to use the bone folder to kind of settle down the fibers a little bit. I need to change the blade on my trimmer. So we're going to go with this side, and you're going to see why here in just a minute. So again, hurts my heart to put adhesive on that beautiful stripe, but I think you'll see why I'm doing that in just a second. My glue holder's not cooperating with me. So again, about a 1/2 inch-ish. That looks great.
Looks good.
Okay, so we'll give it just a second to dry because it does have the gold foiling. So we'll let that adhere. And then, remember that cute little ornament die that I told you about? I decided to cut that out of the striped paper. Isn't that adorable?
That is pretty.
Makes me like reminiscent of the little beautiful ornaments that my grandmother had on her Christmas tree. She always had one of those white trees with the color wheel. And we ended up getting one of those.
Mm-hmm.
It's been quite a while since we had it, but I remember growing up and my grandmother had that awesome tree with the color wheel. So here we used a square, here we're going to use a circle, but we still have our same base layout. So you can see, you just do whatever you want to, whatever kind of works with the DSP and everything that you're working with. You just can't go wrong. But at least you've got your base layout. And this is the one, we're not going to put a sentiment on the outside since we do have our Merry Christmas on the inside. So now, I'm going to take my ornament, but before I do that, I want to tousle some twine back behind it. Let's go ahead and put this on some dimensionals, Dale.
Okay.
I still have some over there.
Okay.
Put some dimensionals on it. And we'll put plenty because it is DSP and I want it to be kind of sturdy here. Make sure I've got all my spaces filled in with dimensional. That look pretty good to you.
Looks good to me.
Okay, you want to pull
Sure.
the backings off. And then I'm just going to take my twine and wrap it around my fingers. Maybe 3, maybe 4 times. What do you think? 3 times enough?
Not 4.
4? Okay. I didn't grab a snips, did I?
Nope.
I've got one right here. And I like this baker's twine. It's got a little substance to it. I guess because it's that kind of braided. So I've got both of my ends up here at the top. And I'm just going to let this go into a figure 8. And because it's been wrapped already, it works really well. It just kind of jumps right into a figure 8.
Cheryl and Karen Code dropped in.
Hello, guys. Glad y'all are here.
You gonna put that on with the glue dot, or?
I had planned to. No.
Oh no.
You know.
Sometimes you use Seal Plus.
Sometimes I do, and what I may do is just kind of wrangle it together with a glue dot or two. So I'm already losing part of my twine.
Okay.
I may wrangle it together, and you can always give it a haircut, so don't worry about that. Hope this will work like I want it to. I need to kind of get my positioning of my, so probably right about here.
Okay.
Is where I'm going to need my twine, right? I may need another glue dot or two to hold it down. You want me to take your pick?
Mm-hmm.
And the dimensionals will help hold it down too. Probably should. Now I glued that to the table.
That works good. They're all taken off.
Yeah, the issue is I'm thinking now that I need a little break where the twine goes. And I may...
That'll work.
That'll work?
Yep.
We can trim that here in just a second.
Okay.
Because it kind of needs, I think, a little bit of dimensional up above that. I'm not staying in the camera, am I? I think it needs a little bit of dimensional at the top.
Okay, they're over there by you. All right.
At the very top.
Okay.
You'll see. It's coming together. I know it probably doesn't look like it, but it is, right? You want to stick it down?
Sure.
Okay. And then you may have noticed on my glue dots, I've got this funny looking little gold piece. And I have a glue dot on my fingernail. Get that off. Is that going to work? Like I wanted it to?
Yep.
We got our little tassel bit of twine back there. Isn't that cute?
I'm going to go ahead and trim him up.
Okay. And so then we've got just this little piece that's kind of the ornament. I don't know what that is called. Do you? The
little topper is all.
Yeah.
It needs to come down just a
little. Just a little bit. Right about there. And is my dimensional still showing? Can we push it under with the? So you know the part that has the little wire that is spring loaded in the top of the ornament. I don't know what that piece is called exactly. Isn't it cute? I love this one. I love it. And then we've got our Merry Christmas on the inside. So there's your 2 options. Just 2 options with this layout. There's so many things you could do, isn't there?
Absolutely.
Let me know what you guys think.
Any shape, any...
Yeah, you could put any kind of a die cut there to be your focal image. You could stamp on it. You could color it. You can use DSP that you've cut out. Really, whatever you want to do for your focal image. Any comments that you want to let us know? I just love this suite. It is so pretty.
We got a cute.
Thanks.
Donna says they're both my favorite.
Any kind of a Christmas card, right? We love Christmas. And we've been making Christmas cards now since July.
Debbie says the ornament. Becca says the ornament.
The ornament. Isn't that sweet? I love that ornament. Okay, let me grab some Happy Mail. And while I'm doing that, I'll talk to you guys just a minute about something so exciting from Stampin' Up. Two things, actually. One, right before we went live, I was checking my email, and it said that the last chance list has been updated. So, on the last chance list, those are things that are retiring. Sometimes they're discounted. So, go check that out. Go to the online store, stampwithct.stampinup.net. Or if you're already a demonstrator, just stampinup.com. And go in there and see what's new on the last chance list, and you may be able to pick up some good deals. The other thing that I am over the moon excited about is a fabulous join special that Stampin' Up! Is offering starting today through the end of October. But why wait until the end of October?
Well, you want to get in on this deal fast.
Exactly. So, let me make sure I get this right. Normally, our starter kit, which is what you purchase to become a demonstrator. And all that means is that you get to be part of the Stampin' Up! Community. You get a discount on your orders, and you get to be part of our Stampin' Up! Team called the Super Inspired Stampers. Doesn't mean that you have any obligation to do anything, but we can help you if you're interested in doing more, but you don't have to do more than just have fun and craft and get your discount. So it's normally $99, and you get to choose $125 worth of product. You get free shipping with that. You do pay tax on it. Included are business supplies, which don't let that scare you. It just means that you get some catalogs that you can share with your friends or family. And you also get a free paper pumpkin kit. So it's a really awesome deal at $99 for $125 worth of product that you get to choose. It's whatever you want. But Stampin' Up! Is offering now the starter kit. You can choose $125 worth of product and pay just $35. Isn't that crazy? I know.
What?
It is crazy. I've been a demonstrator. It'll be 13 years in February. I've never seen an offer like this. This is pretty amazing. But wait, there's more. You could also choose, or instead choose, to do kind of a bigger starter kit, and for
$189.
You get to choose $189 worth of product, and you pay just $99. And again, you get that free paper pumpkin, the catalogs, free shipping, and you just pay tax on the $189.
No, $99.
I'm sorry, $99. So what's really cool to me about this is we have that awesome advent calendar that has come out. Would you mind grabbing one of those, Dale? It's over on the table in the stamp set. We have the awesome advent calendar, and it is $99. So you could get that for $35 if you wanted to go that route with the starter kit. Can you take it out?
Yeah.
You could also, if you want a bigger starter kit, you could get the advent calendar and other things to go along with it. Or you could even choose to get the Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine, which is usually not an option on a starter kit because it's a little bit higher than the $125 price range. So here is the advent calendar. I'm not going to take this out of the wrap or the box, but just to give you some idea of what it looks like. 12 days of crafting. So even though it's designed around Advent, you don't have to wait. Becca and I discussed this. You don't have to wait until Advent to open the doors, but you could choose to wait. But it's really cool. It has perforated cardboard. You get to open the door each day of the 12 days of crafting. It's not holiday related, which I like because then you can use it for lots of different projects, all occasion projects. Everything coordinates though. So what I have seen is this awesome stamp set is part of the calendar as well. I've seen what's behind a couple of the doors, and it's pretty amazing. but there's exclusive product, even a tool under one of the doors that we don't even just sell normally. So pretty cool advent calendar. That could be an option. Or like I said, Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine. If you've been waiting to purchase something like that, that would be a great time to pick that up too. So really good starter kit promotion. And if you have any questions, you just let me know and we'll help you how to become a demonstrator if you need that help. We have a fabulous team, great group, and we would love to include you as well. All right, let's look at some Happy Mail. I had a bunch of Mailbox Monday posts Monday, Monday, with all the Happy Mail I've received over the past couple of weeks, and so I'll have some more to post for you this coming Monday. But this is a card that I received from, well, we received, because it's an anniversary card from our sweet friend Jen. Isn't that pretty?
Beautiful.
I love it so much. So thank you, Jen. Really, really pretty. Lots of detail work. Love the embossing in the background. Hopefully that shows up. But it's just a really stunning card. Thank you, Jen. We enjoyed that. And then I think that's the only handmade card that I have. But I have a couple of other cards that I just want to share with you. So most of you know that we had to say goodbye to our crafty pup Oliver 3 weeks ago today. So it's still a little bit emotional to be in the craft room, to be doing a video and not have our crafty pup with us, because somehow he knew when I was finishing up a video, because he always got a treat at the end. So makes my heart a little bit sad, but I want to show you guys something. We received this card yesterday with this little rainbow on it, and it talked about everlasting memories. This came from Chewy, you guys. We purchased Oliver's food and treats, actually had auto ships for those through the company Chewy, and we got this card yesterday from them, a little sympathy card, and it even said, "In the loss of Oliver." So I just thought that is really something special in this day and age for a company to care. I'm going to get too emotional. Thought that was so sweet. And then I also wanted to show you this beautiful card that we got from our co-workers, my co-workers. And again, it's a sympathy card, but it's just a really, really pretty card. I love the gold on it as well, shiny. So it's just a really pretty card. I always struggle with what to do for sympathy cards, times of struggle when you're wanting to be supportive, you're never quite sure what to say, what to put on a card, but I just thought this was really, really pretty. And we could certainly take our crafting supplies and make something very similar. Thought that was really pretty and so thoughtful of them. They wrote such sweet messages. And then when I went to lunch with LaDonna, she gave me a card to give to Dale, belated birthday card. And it's hilarious, isn't it?
That's fantastic.
And I thought, I'm going to share this because it's a great idea, because we have had a deer stamp and we have had a deer punch.
Yes.
So
it says, ever get a birthday card with $50 inside? Well, get ready.
Y'all ready? This is hilarious. But can you imagine if you stamped
$50?
Yes. 50. Dale said he's going to count them to see if LaDonna came through, but that's pretty hilarious. So this is really cute. And then you've got the one that's popped up on a wobble. Isn't that funny? So we could definitely take supplies that we have, and we could do something punny like this, couldn't we?
Oh, yeah.
I love it. All right. I think that's it for today. Any other comments? Can you see still?
I didn't. No.
Your Facebook is wonky. That's okay. All right, guys, we are so grateful for you. We are happy that you stuck around through this madness today. Spent a little time crafting with us. Hopefully you laughed a little bit. We try to provide a little comedy too, don't we?
Yes, we do.
We try. Sometimes we're not even trying, and we provide a little comedy. So y'all have a good rest of your week. Hopefully we'll see some of you at Santa's workshop or World Card Making Day. But we appreciate you, and I'll see you again next week. Bye, y'all.